Get out your fringe and fur. It's time for a fall fashion forecast. Celebrity stylist Nolan Wells joins us this morning in Studio 1A for the top must-have fashion trends for fall 2014. Hi, Nolan.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. So nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
These are really like the style straight from the runway. So maybe we won't have these looks here in Western Mass, but we can incorporate them into our wardrobe.
Yes, you can.
Let's start first with a Western-inspired look.
So Western's really easy because it's about having that one main piece, whether it be a jacket or a bag. And I think you can do it even with just like the simple hat, and just adding that one piece will give you that Western flair for the fall.
So a cowboy hat?
A cowboy hat or a wide brim, the great fringe on the bag or the jackets. Just a really easy way to influence that in your fall wardrobe and stay trendy.
Right, so I mean these things that we see on the models, sometimes they're a little out there, but you can find a way, and you might see it coming into mainstream
for sure
fashion more and more.
Absolutely.
Statement fur.
Statement fur. This can be a little bit much, and I think it's overwhelming, but I want people to know that you can do it in smaller ways. So on these photos you see the big jackets, and they're a little bit overwhelming, but if you do it with a great scarf or some gloves or even a hat, you know, you're still influencing in your style.
And it is, I think it's fun sometimes to incorporate a trend, maybe not all five, but to know what's trendy, what's hot for the fall, and to incorporate that into your wardrobe, especially to be ahead of the curve
Exactly.
And to find out from a stylist, here's what's going to be hot, why don't you do it first, and then everyone else can follow your trend.
For sure.
Let's talk about plaid, and more plaid.
Plaid is one of my favorite things because I don't think it ever really goes out of style. I think each season it's done in a different way. And for this season, I'm seeing the classic black, white, and red plaid jackets. And I think a plaid jacket's so easy. I mean, everybody can look great in a fall jacket. And I think having that plaid either on the outside or even inside is great for this season.
Now, what about like a plaid accessory, handbag, headband, something like that? Does that also kind of tie in the whole style?
I don't think for plaid there's anything you can't do. I think it can be shoes, accessories, even the smallest touch. I think it's important this year.
Wonderful. So just incorporating that, you'll be totally on trend.
Right.
60s revival. This may be good news for people that have to dig in their closets and pull out some stuff they have.
60s is really easy to do. I think what's important with this is you make sure that you find the piece that represents this era, but it fits you perfectly. I think there's not much tailoring. It's really kind of cut and dry box figures, but if you can find that piece that is great for this season and it is part of the 60s kind of style, I think it'd be great.
Right, and I mean I'll look at these models and say they look fabulous and beautiful.
Right.
Put it on me, different story. So you have to find what works for you.
Find your piece, absolutely.
So what are some of those 60s pieces that like the modern day mod?
I think great gloves, a great pair of gloves for this fall. I think the simple dress that's cut right above your knee, not too short but not too long, and it kind of gives you that very boxed and you know 60s silhouette.
Right, so that just kind of taking from the inspiration from the 60s.
Right.
Now the last style that's really hot for the fall season is structured grunge. Tell me about this.
So structured grunge, I think, really goes back to that great leather piece, and I think you can do it in a bunch of different ways. I've done it here with a simple blouse that has some great lace detailing, and then a floor-length skirt that's a little bit more dramatic. And you can kind of play this off either way. You could do a more simple top and then have that dramatic skirt, or vice versa, and keep the top simple. Maybe a great pair of leather trousers would work with this as well.
All right, and then the dress that she's wearing, does it have an animal print, or is it just kind of that grunge look?
It's like that black and white grunge look, and then the structured comes in this jacket. It's a perforated leather, so it's a little bit softer and easier to wear, but the inside's lined so you'll still be warm. And then again, kind of going back to that Western style, I put her in that wide brim hat, which isn't too big or too cowboy, but still looks trendy. And then a great pair of, ankle boots, and I think you're ready to go.
Are ankle boots still really in?
Yeah, I think you have to do it in a certain way. I think you have to find that boot that fits your style, and especially with your height, find one that's not too high up on your leg because it makes you look shorter, but a great cutoff right at your ankle will give you some good height for the fall.
Perfect. Now, does grunge have to be, I know that both these models are wearing black and white. Does it always have to be black and white? Or
I think you stay in a darker palette, gray, black, white, anything in that kind of gunmetal color group works. But, I mean, if you can find something and make it your own, I say do it.
Well, the models here Samantha, and Brianna. Thank you very much, ladies. You look beautiful. So the top 5 trends, we've got the Western-inspired, incorporating some fringe. Take us through it one more time. Statement fur.
Statement fur, you know, find a piece that works with you. Don't go, you know, overboard at once. And then
we've got plaid, and more plaid.
Find that great jacket or that great accessory that can kind of influence and you can kind of infuse it in your wardrobe. Again, don't try to go overboard, but find that one piece.
And then welcome to the 60s. Bring that out into your wardrobe.
Yep, and I think what 60s is about fit. You know, find that item that's going to fit you perfectly and give you that 60s kind of era look.
And then, of course, the structured grunge, which is what we have our ladies
structured grunge. Yeah, find that one piece. I say maybe like a leather jacket or that one grungy look that you can kind of use that piece over and over and mix into your wardrobe.
And it's really edgy. And let's not forget about that handbag she has there too. So always remembering that accessories can be a part of your fashion look as well.
And even as a stylist, I forget accessories a lot, but I find that one major accessory can make the whole look. So just, you know, find that piece, and I say don't ever give up till you have that look exactly how you want it.
I love it. Well, I can't believe we're talking about fall. I'm excited. Now you've got me excited. I got to get some 1960s or Western-inspired looks now. Thank you so much, Nolan.
Thank you.
Now